Hi, people. Muito bem, as always, and as usual. Yeah, this is another simplistic movie review, or just me sharing a movie with you guys with occult undertones I wanted to share. It is one of my favorite movies the first time I saw it, obviously, as you can tell and or see. The name of the movie is Antichrist, or also known as Antichrist Criterion. It stems from 2009. I repeat, it stems from 2009. And the movie stars Willem Dafoe, the people once you see the guy, maybe not you don't recognize him by name, but he's a well-known actor. And Charlotte Gainsborough, she's not as well known, but still good, obviously. Yeah, it stars these two. And long story short, it's about a therapist and his wife that a therapist and his wife that go to a secluded cabin in the woods after the death of their infant son. Their son is like between 0 and 1 years old or something like that. In any case, he's still a toddler, and they by accident leave a window open or similar, and he falls to his death from. They live on the third floor or fourth floor of an apartment building or similar. Um, grotesquely, so to speak, enough while they were in the midst of having sex in the shower. And then especially the woman, she can't process the death or the loss of their son. And the character that Willem Dafoe plays, he's a therapist, so he treats her. And going to that secluded cabin in the woods is his idea, far away from civilization, like and any of its modern technological conveniences and everything, like literally nothing, just a cabin in the woods. And then they go over there and the detoxing begins and things become more chaotic and more sinister and a lot darker. And the climax of that darkness or sinisterness, you simply get that at the end of the movie. This movie does have occult undertones, but more of a psychological nature rather than paranormal as in supernatural. Now, what I love so much about this movie is point one, the shock horror, as in the shock effects and the way it was recorded and everything is just like rare or unique even like really when I first saw this movie I was like now that's a movie. Now that is a movie. It has a couple of oh boy, ball busting, literally and figuratively speaking, ball busting moments. I don't want to give anything away. And whatnot, both for men and women. And it's just setting that aside or coupled with the sheer psychological trauma being conveyed and put on display and whatnot is just brutal. I must warn you though that you by default anyone is welcome to watch this movie obviously, but by default you need to be a bit on the intellectual side and you need to really pay attention. It's one of those kind of movies that if you want to understand it fully then you'll have to watch it repeatedly or repeated times, like at least two times to understand the meaning fully. Because even I, back in the day when I first saw this movie, it was like 15 years ago. Yeah, 15 years ago, I was in my 20s. I had to I had to briefly look up a plot synopsis online to understand what some of the aspects of the movie meant because I couldn't be bothered. I just couldn't. I was like, listen, I can watch the movie multiple times and whatnot, but I don't feel like it. I'll just look it up online and see if someone already has like if someone has uh, an explanation that makes sense. And I did find one. Again, I understand the movie, but even then, it's quite abstract and out there, in terms of the explanation. And at the same time, still completely valid and comprehensible and or comprehensive. Just overall, the movie is awesome. So awesome that I have it in my collection of favorite movies. The movie was directed by Lars von Trier. Uh, I think he's a Danish or Norwegian, or in any case, Scandinavian, either way, European at the very least, obviously, based on the name. Thingy director that directs these kind of shock horror movies. Although I have looked into a couple of other movies directed by him, and they just personally were not to my liking or not to my taste. Antichrist is the only one I like. But again, watch this movie, you will not regret it. For people that, or for example, you're seeing someone, you've got a boyfriend or girlfriend or husband and wife, you name it. Watch this movie, you will not regret it. It's unlikely that you're going to regret it. Yeah, before I say goodbye, You can check links in the description below. I have a link to where you can stream it for free online, and another link that leads to a 720p, so semi HD or just plain HD resolution, 720 HD resolution that you can download it from source wise. Be advised that it is a torrent, so you need to like load it up using torrents. If you don't know how to do that, then just look it up online or just stream it. In any case, enjoy.